Hey everybody, Dan here from Sherp PT. In this episode of Retirement Life in northern Wisconsin, we're capturing some snowmobiling along with working on that Sherp windshield. Hope you enjoy it. Just providing a little bit of an update.
There's open water still out here. The night before it was 38 below. This morning it was 36 below. Now it's about 10 below. We're trying to get this stupid window changed. I thought this was going to be a very simple job. All you have to do is take these two bolts out. And I've got 3 of them loose. And this one right here is stripped. So I've been trying to do everything that I can do to get this thing out. Unfortunately, all my tools are not here yet, and I don't know where everything's at, so I'm kind of making do with what I have. And I've decided to grind the outside of this off so I can pull this out, because I'm sick and tired of this thing being busted. So that is the plan. So I'm just going to kind of show you here. Put this camera on the outside, you can see what's going on.
This 10-minute job ended up taking me 3 hours because I did not have all of my tools. I had to end up going out and buying an easy out set. It was just a pain in the rumpus. Again, it was quite chilly out. You notice on the left-hand side is a large battery charger. I was using that to try to get the Sherp going.
So I'm going to try to show you what's going on. So right in there is the batteries. And there is absolutely no stinking room to get in there at all. So I can't connect a charger directly to it, so I bought these small jumper cables. And again, it's making that voltage, it seems like, going too high and making it go into nuts mode. So I'm going to try to use a jumper pack and see if I can get that in there. And I'm sure that there's no way that I can show you that on video because there's just not enough room. Alrighty, we got the jumper pack wires connected, and then I got to connect the jumper pack to the actual wires themselves. Come on, baby. Come on. Yes. I'll put it like underneath the overhang of the house, or excuse me, the shed here. Drive it right up to the door, and then hopefully not a lot of snow and stuff's gonna come in here. The winder is ready to go. She is out. I got a board in front of there to try to keep everything back. Hopefully the wind's not going to blow that off. It is still stinking snowing outside. So I found a location in Park Falls, Wisconsin, Joe's Auto Glass. Good group of folks right here. They are going to put a new windshield in the Sherp. I even had the option of tinting it also, but I chose not to do that. I am going to be able to get the black behind the glass put in also.
It was such a relief to get that window dropped off. They had it for a couple of days, and I did eventually get that sucker put back in. More on that later. I had a friend who stopped up, stayed with me for a couple of days. We went snowmobiling probably about 100 miles each day, focused mainly in Price County. The trails were fantastic. They were flat as a pancake. There was very little traffic whatsoever. The only thing that was a little bit of a challenge was the temperatures. It was a little bit chilly outside, but we were definitely able to make it through all of that. To me, it really brings up some memories for me because my friend happened to have my old 600 Classic Snowmobile. I can't remember what year it is. I think it's a 2003. But that sucker has got 14,000 miles on it. And it ran great. That kind of style snowmobile on these types of trails were fantastic. The only thing that was a little bit iffy with that one was it doesn't have studs. The track's got some miles on it. It had a tendency to slide through some corners. But as you can see here on this particular, I think that's a road. It could be a trail. I don't really remember. But the roads were almost as good as the trail. And this is a trail. It's just crazy. And you could get going. Let me know in the comments, what's the most miles you've ever put on a snowmobile? Just look at those trails. Can't get much better than that. Seen quite a few deer on this trip. It's kind of neat to see. There's so much damn snow, it's much easier to walk on the trails. For those of you who might think that's a little bit radical, it's not. One ski is off the ground many times going into a corner. And here's a sign that everybody likes to see. The groomer is coming up. So as you can see here, the groomer is basically as wide as the trail, so you got to get off and get the heck out of the way. Sorry, I do not remember where we're at, and I cannot read that club well enough to tell you which one it was. Nothing better than going on a freshly groomed trail. Well, we made it home. No problems, no issues, which is exactly what we would like to see. And we're getting old, so we even get home before it even becomes dark. The next day was more of the same. Incredible snowmobile trails, very, very little traffic. This particular day, instead of going south, we went north and we went up around Park Falls, that area. We did see some sleds, as you can see right there, but there wasn't that much traffic at all. Even on the power lines, there was very few bumps or dips. There was one dip that we hit that maybe made the suspension collapse a little bit, but that's not bad for going a couple of 100 miles. So eventually we arrived at the Crane Chase Bar and Grill. Had some lunch. Nice time. There's some more deer. And that's all the footage I'm going to share with this particular trip. But then the following day, actually 2 days later, I went over by the Lac de Flambeau area and went with a couple of other guys. And trails were not quite as good as what we had the first couple of days. My guess is it says we were getting closer to the weekend, and I think there's a little bit more traffic over in this neck of the woods. But the trails were nice. There was a little bit of snert here and there, but nothing that was bad. I attempted to try to show you some of the signs, but my eyes are not that good and I can't read them well. If you know where we're at, please put a comment. Here you can kind of see, we're averaging about 50 miles an hour, somewhere around there. The trails were fantastic. kind of been fortunate that my camera pointed down here a little bit as I'm learning how to film. I will get better. Definitely more traffic over in this side of the state, but it wasn't bad at all compared to what I have seen in the past. We attempted and were successful in getting some reverse camera shots, but unfortunately the SD card was full, so I didn't get very many shots of this at all. Well, we're coming to an end of this video. Let me know what you think of it. You want more snowmobile stuff, less snowmobile stuff, anything special you'd like to see? The bolts are coming for my Sherp windshield. As soon as I get those installed, the Sherp's going to be up and running again, and I plan to do some more things here in the near future. So expect that to be coming in the next video, and we'll go from there. Hope everything's going well. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.